All right, hello and welcome to another episode of Asheville 8-Note. Asheville parentheses, no wait, it's Asheville. Oh wait, not yet, don't click the guest intro music yet. You guys aren't being introduced. I am introducing the show, not the guests. My name is Sam Irvin, I'll introduce myself too. I'm the host of this show that's called Asheville 8-Note, Asheville 8 parentheses PM into parentheses note. A show where I invite on different musician guests local to Asheville to chat for an hour and jam for an hour. And we are in Asheville right now in my home studio, Irvin Music Studio, which serves as a hub for my private lessons and event entertainment and sound production services. I started this to build community, to catch up with old friends and meet new friends. Tonight, a couple of old friends catching up with. Known these guys for some years. Edwin Mericle. Is it Mericle or Miracle? Mericle. An old friend whose name I definitely know how to pronounce. Is a great drummer for Fantomex and SnakeSnakeWhale. And was a great drummer at UNCA, where we met in the music department. And Andrew Thelston, from way back in Brevard, from Brevard High, an excellent guitarist and producer and teacher, a musician who wears many hats. So building community with this, also just wanted to carve out time in my life to jam for fun, to get creative for creativity's sake. And we are going to jam after an hour of talking on drums and guitar, and I guess I'll be on bass, maybe some synth, probably just rocking the bass. But we will find out. And also the third reason I do this is because my studio is full of all this gear that I want to learn how to use, and I need to practice using it. So hopefully you can hear me right now. In the tradition of the show, I'm going to go ahead and check and see. Oh my gosh, I am coming through. Everything's working today. I set everything up in a timely manner, and we're even going to watch the camera angles switch automatically later during the jam every 20 seconds. So you can look forward to that. But right now, I'm going to change these camera angles myself, which will distract me from the conversation because, how much do I really need to listen to my guests? It's for you guys, whoever is watching, that what they have to say is very important. It is important. What am I going to talk to them about? Not sure. I myself am mainly a classical guitarist and teach guitar and trumpet and drums and ukulele. I also play a lot of weddings with solo guitar or string combos or jazz ensembles, that kind of thing. And I do some recording in my studio, producing other people and trying to realize their visions, which usually get muddled with my vision. Sounds like it's got negative connotations to it, but hopefully I'm adding something with all these moogs and such down here. I think that's about all I want to ramble about. Hopefully, you guys will stop me by coming on. Now is the time for the guest intro music. Let's hear it. And come on down, Edwin Mericle and Andrew Thelston. And you can tell me what about your credentials I missed, what other groups. I know it's not a very long guest intro tune. Yeah, this is quite an obstacle course here coming across the room. There's some limbo happening. Some hopscotch.
We're here.
Yes, you made it. You're on.
Yeah.
You can plug in with these headphones.
Going over here. We're getting nice and cozy.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, good.
Come on in. Yeah, new mic. You guys were both on earlier episodes.
Yeah.
So welcome back.
You've made the circle.
That's right. This is sort of
all the way
season
around.
2.
There you go.
Every Asheville musician has been on.
There you go. Every single one of them.
Yeah. All
Spoon
it's
Lady.
The entire population. Spoon Lady, definitely. That guy who plays the
nun. Does he still play ukulele?
I wasn't talking about the ukulele nun. I was talking about the Guitar Hero guitar guy.
Oh,
who,
that guy.
Yells at the cars.
Oh.
Yeah.
You had him on?
Not yet. Well,
I don't know if you need to have that guy.
Who should I have on, you guys? Let's talk about not you and what you do, but rather
Other people that are better.
what
You should
they
have
do.
Chris. Have you had Chris Cooper on here?
No.
You should have Chris Cooper on here.
Okay, cool.
You should reach out to Chris Cooper.
What's his deal?
He's a great guitar player. He's hands down like the best guitar player in Asheville.
And you
Hands
think he'll
down.
do this live stream?
I don't know if he would or not, but
Okay.
he should because he's very good.
Agreed. Chris Cooper, please come on down.
If something happened to me suddenly and like I needed somebody to fill in playing guitar, I would call him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great.
Like if you hurt a finger,
Yeah,
you're still
I mean, if
singing.
I hurt a finger, I'm still gonna play. But
Which finger?
I mean, I'd be fine. I'd be
You
all right.
think so?
Oh yeah.
I chopped a finger chopping veggies like for a stir fry like a month ago, and it did put me out of commission for a little bit.
Ooh.
When
Yeah,
I
it
was in college, I was opening a bag of. It sounds like I was a cartoon raccoon or something, but I was like opening a bag of cheese with a knife. And my bass player, who was my roommate at the time as well, he was like, "Oh man, be careful! You're gonna cut your knife. You're gonna cut your finger with that knife." And so I go like, whatever, and right down like the middle, right through here on my middle finger. And then we had to play a gig like 2 days later, and it wasn't too bad until like I would go up to that high E string, and then it was just like the string would get
Getting
caught
into it.
It would get caught in between the
Giving me
flaps.
the wigglies.
Yeah, it was just like, whoa, that's a weird. It didn't hurt. It was just like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I almost cut my toe off last
Yikes.
week.
Last week.
And it's the second
Playing
time I've
drums?
almost no. I was
Stopping that
replacing steps on my back porch, and the sawzall slipped.
Oh
And
god, battery powered.
Yep, it's
Ah.
very powered.
Yikes.
And I usually I have like a plethora of steel-toed shoes from
Yeah.
work, and I just had these sneakers on, and it just goes straight through, and then I'm like, oh my god,
Whoa.
yeah,
That's intense.
yeah, same foot. I mowed over 3 days before my wedding,
Ah,
but the lawnmower was so bad that it just like
it just hit. And
it just like
stopped.
grazed my toenail, like
Yikes.
Nah, and you didn't have to walk the aisle, anyways. Like you
Yeah.
could have
You're
just stood up
standing
there. Yeah.
yeah, I guess so.
So it would've
There's
been
still
fine.
walking.
You would've been
involved.
If you mangled yourself,
You
it would have
would've
been
been-
totally okay. Have you guys
Okay.
ever had to miss a gig for something like I guess COVID got some of us.
Not
Some of us.
not that I recall.
I rarely cancel gigs. Yeah, it's got to be something. It's got to be something big, or like, oh wait, this venue is like completely backing out of what they said they were gonna do. You know, something like that. A business deal, last minute business thing. Yeah, I mean, but rarely have I ever done. Yeah, if I agree to it, I'm gonna be there for
Yeah,
sure.
I've definitely played
Yeah.
way sicker than I
Yeah.
needed to be. And the one of the first bands I played in, I broke my hand and like had a cast up to here, and these were done, so I just had like that right there, and still played. Like I don't know if I could have done it if it was a full cast,
Yeah.
but like just that right there, I could still go.
Nice.
Nice.
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, I've definitely had to sing like really sick before. That sucks. But they make cough medicine, and if you ever have to go out and sing, what's the stuff? Throat coat tea, honey,
Yeah.
lemon, apple cider vinegar. Mix all that junk together. Let it sit. You'll sing like a canary. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
And the adrenaline kind of kicks in, and like
yeah, if you're
yeah.
in front of
Yeah.
like a bunch of people, you're like, okay, well,
got to turn it on.
you can be sick later. Just get it together. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell me, what did I miss introducing you guys? Edwin, I got Fantomex and SnakeSnakeWhale. What do you got? Anything else going on?
not too much currently. Those take up a lot of time.
Yeah, they're rocking.
When they do play, I do play with the Asheville Waits Band, Tom Waits
Nice.
tribute band.
Mhm.
I do fill-in gigs every now and then. I played with Franklin Keel earlier this month.
Okay, friend of the show.
Yeah, I know. I saw he was on his band Upland Drive. They played One World West. That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. I love that venue.
Yeah, it was. I I must not have been there. I don't know. They had a stage this time, and the time before that, they did not have a stage.
Yeah,
Fleetwoods did that too.
You beat me
Like,
to it. Yeah, and the stage is like 3 inches or something. It's a tiny stage, but it makes a difference. I'm glad they didn't go too high because that's the one cool thing about that venue and that space that you know
it's intimate.
everybody's sort of high.
I could definitely write a book on like playing gigs like on the same level as the people that you're playing for versus playing like on an actual any kind of stage, 2, 3 inches, 6 inches, several feet, whatever.
Yeah.
People are real like they will not approach you if you're on any kind of stage.
No.
But man, if you are on that ground level, baby, they are coming up to you, asking you weird questions while you're in the middle of playing Led Zeppelin or something, and you're like, please get away from me.
That's a big con.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I love it actually, because I want to go up and talk to the people who are soloing and stuff.
Yeah.
While they're playing.
Yeah.
I had this guy once. I was playing in Waynesville when I was in college, some bar, and we were covering like a Led Zeppelin song, and then like we're a 3-piece, so I'm playing guitar and singing. So I'm playing Jimmy Page guitar parts and I'm singing Robert Plant stuff. Kind of takes a little bit of concentration to do that effectively. And this guy comes up and he's just like, he just starts talking to me, and I was like a loud band playing, and he just comes up and I was like, yeah, dude.
Is it that
rock
story?
and roll? Get out of here, man! Like, leave me alone. Like, it was just, it was insane.
Is it that story about how one of his family members plays guitar in a band?
Probably.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Church.
Oh man.
What about you? So you're in the Andrew Thelston Band.
Yeah, I ran out of band names. Andrew Thelston Band.
The Andrew Thelston Band. But Gingerbird Studios.
Gingerbird Studios, yeah, we still we do a lot of producing. It was me and my boy Daniel. He runs sound at Gray Eagle as well. And then we produce a lot of people. Carrie Morrison, Kate. You know Kate.
Yeah, Kate Bryant.
Kate Bryant, yeah.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Friend of mine.
Yeah. Friend in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like lots of people, different little projects come through there. Roddy Wilder, my bass player, we did one of his EPs a couple of years ago, and just I'm working on a new EP right now. So that's kind of taking up a lot of my time, which is good. So
yeah, that's great. Is
I'm
it?
good about that.
Are you playing everything on it, or is Jeff Lott coming in? And Roddy?
Good God, no. I have an excellent drummer named Jeff Lott who has played drums on all of it, and I am thankful for that. There is nothing. He's
got a lot of talent.
There is nothing that will put more, like an appreciation for drummers, man. You guys, dude, it's nothing will appreciate. Are you feeding this plant?
Yeah, I'm watering this
live
plant
right now.
Yeah, I always forget until
you're doing this.
Yeah,
it's probably how it stayed alive.
Probably.
It's getting some light.
63 times you've watered that.
That's right.
Does that light count though? I don't know.
I don't know. Probably not.
Is that what those grow lights are for? So yeah, Jeff Lott's playing drums on all of it. I've got Walker Aston playing bass on a couple tracks. Roddy's playing bass on a couple tracks. Carrie Morrison's on it. Just kind of getting that stuff together. So it's it's a new age in my writing where I'm like, I don't have to spell it out. I can just be like, here's my idea. Make it this or better.
Yeah.
And it's always better with anybody you have come in if they know what they're doing. It's great. So
yeah, I've been working on an album for a long time, and I've written everything out in sheet music.
Yeah.
And now I'm and then I was tracking some drums on Friday, and my method, because I'm not great at drums, is to just take about 200 takes, and it takes forever.
You will find
just
out
like
real
little
quick.
bits at a time.
Yeah. Dude. How do you do it?
Yeah. What's the secret?
What's your trick? Explain it to us.
I don't play any other instrument.
No, there you go.
That's it.
That's smart.
And I've
That's
played
really
drums
smart.
for a long time.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Smarter than me.
I'm also in the Rocky Horror Music Show too.
Oh, right.
Gotta
Yeah.
throw that out there. Yeah.
While we're interrupting everything,
I know.
Could Edwin, let me ask you to tilt this camera this way, like a little tiny bit.
This one?
Yeah,
checks in the mail for all the production
this
work.
way?
That's right. That's perfect, I think.
There
I don't
we
know.
go.
We'll find out.
Okay.
because it was slicing you down the middle.
I feel
That's
like we're
fine.
like
I don't.
like Wayne's World or something right now. Except we don't have a crew.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be
I
nice.
had a producer for a little. Oh wait, I wanted to say that I do take this plant and put it in the windowsill.
Okay.
I'm not some sort of like
Monster.
psychopath.
No, that's okay. We
This is the show plant.
Yeah, this is my plant.
we've had goldfish. Now it's down to one goldfish, but it was two goldfish, and we had them for
I'm
like.
so sorry.
Well, that was weird. Thing. I'll get to that. Yeah.
Okay.
We've had them for like 7 years. My wife, she's a high school teacher, and a student just gave her a bag of goldfish from the fair. She's like, okay, well, I think I'll have to keep them now. I don't have to. And like they've just gotten bigger, but the secret that we say is neglect keeps them alive. It's like if you remember to feed them sometimes, they'll live. Otherwise, like goldfish just die left and right.
If you overfeed them.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How
There
big
you
do
go.
goldfish get?
As big as the environment, I think.
Wow.
Okay.
They'll evolve into koi, and then like
Yeah.
put 'em-
Have you? That's where koi come from. Have you? How many containers have you guys leveled up?
if you count the bag, and then they went to a mason jar, and then they went to a punch bowl we got for our wedding. That we didn't ever drink punch it, and then we threw it away.
Because
that goldfish. Yeah, it was like I want that.
Hopefully nobody, the person that bought you that punch bowl, is not watching.
I
right
don't.
now.
I don't care.
it served a purpose.
I can't think that we registered for a punch bowl, so it's their fault for not getting us something we didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're on.
That's what we're here to talk about
Yeah,
today.
we're
Always
getting to the bottom of this right
really
now.
We're
follow
on,
that registry.
Punch Bowl Gate 2023.
we're on tank number 2. I think it's like a 20-gallon tank.
Wow.
So this goldfish is like football size.
No, it's that big.
Okay. Cute.
Yeah, it's fat.
I'm sorry about the other one though.
It's okay. We think it jumped out, and then my dog ate it, and it was when
Whoa.
we were gone for 5 days, and my dog just ate half of it, and then put it in her blanket and rolled it up, and like the people we had watching the dog didn't notice it the entire time. It didn't smell like dead fish.
Wow.
It didn't smell, or I guess it was pretty isolated. Like,
Yeah, I
it
guess
was
so.
pretty wrapped up. It was a gift for
Kinda
you
like
guys.
Sushi.
Later.
It wasn't a gift.
Carpet
Right.
sushi.
Definitely some raw fish.
Rug sushi.
I had some people feeding my cat while I was in Japan for a couple of weeks, and I got back and my roof was like torn apart by a windstorm, and there were shingles like all over my yard.
Oh no.
And then I was told that the windstorm happened like the first day or two that I was in Japan. So for 2 weeks, people came over feeding my cat and did not notice just like havoc and this huge like spot of wood on my roof. Didn't hear
Yikes.
anything about that. Yeah.
Did it rain? Did you have any like leaks?
No leaks now. Yeah.
That's good.
Good.
It is definitely good. That's a plus for sure. Tarped it. Should be fine. Replacing my roof. So Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah. Yeah. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Music show. Yeah. Rocky
And
Horror
you're-
Music Show.
Oh, Rocky Horror
Yeah, it's just the
Music Show.
songs.
We just
not
do the songs and we do like enough dialogue to push it through. Because fun fact, I don't know if you've ever watched Rocky Horror Picture Show. The plot kind of starts
It's
to
not
fade
really.
away. Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
goes. The songs are great though, and it's been a lot of fun. So I think we're doing the Orange Peel in July. So that's gonna be really fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. I saw you guys at Asheville Music Hall.
Yeah, that was fun.
I've talked about it
great.
on here a couple of times about how
Yeah.
I don't know the dance moves and got bumped a lot.
Yeah, we did it at Pride Fest last September, and like a ton of people just ran right out in front of the stage and did like,
Oh,
the time.
I was
warp.
there.
Um,
I remember that.
It was
Okay.
awesome. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And it was just like flash mob kind of thing, and I'm the one singing Time Warp, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, felt good. Yeah.
Yeah, I do know that melody. That's why I got quiet for a second. I was like, are we going to sing it right now?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
You can't
that's the
afford it right now.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
can't afford it.
These have been blocked from promotion
Really?
for singing, stuff, especially during the jams.
No.
Which we are jamming later, right? Are you
Yeah.
guys gonna bring it or leave it?
I just changed those strings. I'm bringing it, man. I'm breaking something.
You just changed the strings and you're going to break one?
Probably.
Okay, great.
I'm not gonna break anything. It's not my stuff.
Thank you for not tearing up my set. Yeah, you can tear it up.
Have you ever broken a string? Like playing? Like performing?
Yes.
Performing?
Performing, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was not exciting either. I was like playing something really light and like on a classical guitar, and it just unraveled like one of my bass strings. So it wasn't like a big boom.
Oh,
dude,
I break them all, like every third show. I probably break a string.
You're wailing.
I'm bending, man.
Are you doing those minor third bends?
Do you bring a second guitar to gigs?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I harp on everyone I play with.
Yeah.
I was like, if you don't bring another guitar.
Yeah, but it's like I'm also like so quick at changing them that it's like people also like I've kind of learned too that people enjoy it when they like see like a human break a guitar string.
Maybe
if it's like if it's epic enough. Yeah, if it's epic enough, people
maybe
like,
during the moment, but while you're changing, no one.
Yeah, but then I just have the band jam on something. I'm like, I can get that thing on there real quick. So
I feel like you do mostly like longer sets.
Yeah,
and stuff. I'm like, you have a 30-minute punk set.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, just switch the guitar.
For sure.
Like,
That's
I don't want
totally.
We don't need to put extra time.
When
on
we
this.
do like 45-minute like club sets, like I've got an extra one. Yeah. And I just went wireless as of this weekend. I went wireless, and it was
risky business.
How's that risky?
I don't know. Have
That's
they come a long
great.
way?
It has come a long way.
Yeah, I always hear. I don't know, horror stories.
Well,
the last time that I had a wired system, it was like 12, 13 years ago. And I was playing here in Asheville. It was like some college street something. I can't remember. It's right there on the intersection right there by the park in the middle of downtown. And I was playing out there, and I had this old amp, and I had a wireless system. The wireless system went out. And I was like, I'll plug straight into this old amp. Why not? I plugged straight into the old amp, and I am definitely on 2 different circuit breakers. And it bit me so hard that I could see the blue arc between my lips and the microphone. And I could see the lights in the place dim. And then dim back and like pop back up. And I was like, oh God. I was like the band, they were like, you all right? And I was like, I just got bit. Yeah, so I've been like scared of wireless systems for a while. But that wouldn't have happened had I had the wireless system on at that point. So that is totally irrational for me to be scared of it. But
yeah. So what's the brand? What did you go for?
I got the U2 something or other. I don't know.
Cool.
$150. Guitar Center. It's great.
The band U2.
That's what I thought too. It's not that, but it's not them at least. Or if the Edge decided to do that, I mean, it's it works. Yeah, I was running all over that place in Sierra Nevada on Sunday with it. So
they're super great. We went back to wired for a minute because I think both of them broke. But both guitarists and bassists for Fantomex were doing wireless for months. Yeah, because both of them just go.
Yeah,
that's
it's definitely like a freeing thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
How did they break though? Did they break at a show, like in a pivotal moment?
I don't know.
Did you yell at them for not bringing a backup system?
Kick some ass. Yeah, I love talking about things going wrong. But how do you, when things go right, how do you feel?
Good.
Pretty good.
Okay, great. Glad we checked that box.
It's such a big thing, to rehearse a show and to go home and be like, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
It feels really good. It doesn't happen often, but it feels really good. Because I personally, I'm always like, didn't sing that right, or I missed that guitar part, or I broke a string and looked like a jackass. All kinds of things that, will pop into my head or whatever. But whenever you get like that, when whoever you're performing with brings it and you guys are like, yeah, that was really awesome. It feels great. It feels awesome.
Yeah. And then you're not sleeping that night and you're all like Texting your buddies, guys, we did so good.
Yeah. Can we do that again?
I love you.
I just want to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Playing with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You should not play with not friends. Or
Yeah.
you should, yeah.
You should
I think
be
I said that right.
Friendly with the people you play with. Yeah.
If you're going to play in like a long-term band,
Yeah.
you should like the people.
The chemistry, yeah,
Yep.
has to be good.
I've played in too many bands where I'm like, oh man, this is like, it's a thing to have an outlet for music. I was like, you're an a-hole.
Yeah.
Like you play good enough, well enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I guess.
do I want to be here right now?
That's always
Yeah.
the thing. It's just like how you spend your time and who you're spending it with. And like,
There's no, yeah, it's the most precious resource.
yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
like so many other things, and even like certain gigs and stuff. Like even me with my band, the last couple of years, like I've chipped away at a lot of those like garbage gigs that I'm like, I don't ever want to play here again. Like, nope,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Totally. Yeah.
Never. And if this is a venue who you're like, oh, Andrew hasn't played here in a while, I'm talking to you. No, like there's just chipping away at some of those gigs that like just like suck your soul out, and you just can't, like, it's the worst.
Yeah.
So, just choosing your battles in this industry is like huge.
Yeah, the more you can say no and be patient, not just with music, but like in general in life.
Definitely,
it can
yeah.
Pay off.
Well, and with, I don't know, both the bands I play in, the schedules are insane to actually fit music in there. So like we're more picky because of, if we're gonna spend time doing what we love to do, I'm not gonna do it at this crappy place or with these crappy people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll be a little more pick and shoot, if.
Yeah, but I think some of it's paying dues. I mean, we're all a little bit more, when you're younger, you kind of gotta suck it up.
And there's like
work
there's a weird thing too, where like, especially like in this town, there's a lot of musicians that are like, if I'm not playing every single night, and I was kind of like this when I went like full-time musician, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, where I was like, I've got to play every night of the week, or I'm not doing it. And it's like, well, you don't have a gig that night, but it's not that you couldn't be doing a video, coming up with more music, writing, recording. There's so much that goes into it, and recording, man, like it's crucial. It's like, you got to get it right. And so many people, I mean, a lot of people around here, they just kind of like go really quick through the process.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like, sounds like they just went through really quick and didn't take enough takes and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, you gotta put some time into it, because it's you. That's what you're representing with that music or with videos and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, spend that time on that stuff.
Yeah. Have you been a band for a year and a half and you have 6 albums out?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
calm down.
Yeah. Like, doesn't Buckethead have like 62 or 150 albums or something?
They sound pretty good.
That's
Buckethead.
It's Buckethead.
Yeah, a lot of players, especially when I'm trying to find somebody for like a wedding or whatever, the clients often want to hear like a sample video, and then these players who are trying to be professional and do it full time don't have sample videos of themselves.
Videos are huge, man. I learned that, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. Like, I just, that's the only other thing I've ever remotely been interested in other than music, was like filmmaking, and like that predates me playing guitar, making movies and little films and stuff. And so like once I kind of I bought the equipment. You gotta buy a camera, and learned how to do the editing and stuff.
Camera.
Like, it's, look at all of these cameras.
All of
here.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch through them all.
You need to get we need to get AI production team in here. You should have like a little, like, clippy.
Yeah.
Do you
Like
want
a
to change the
droid.
camera angle? Yes.
You guys, Fantomex but have a relatively new single, right? I Declare a
Clone War. Mm-hmm.
I just bought it today and listened to it 6 times.
Thanks,
on the way over.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fierce. Tell us about how like that recording process went. Was it quick? Did you guys take one take each? I'm just kidding.
Probably, but within like a year.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, I think I recorded drums for like the most of this stuff we're gonna put out like a good while ago. And then it's just like, I don't know, it takes time to get perfect.
Totally.
Yes,
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I mean, we always write all the instrumentals first, and then give them to Abby. She puts lyrics to them.
It's a great track.
And
Thank
that's
you.
part of the
kicks.
That's part of the recording process. You guys are like writing the song for the recording and then play it out later.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what I usually do too.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah. We don't usually play something we don't have recorded.
Yeah, I guess that
Or-
makes sense
or it's
too.
at least,
the
like,
singer needs the full idea.
Yeah. Well, and because like we practice average every other week, and half the band lives in Morganton, and I don't know, just because of that, you need like good solid reference of how to remember how to play the song.
Mhm. I guess that's often how it's happening too. I mean, a band puts out an album and then you tour to promote the album.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but then I guess ideally, wouldn't you then go back and re-record the album now that you've like played it a zillion times and practiced it?
I kind of
like-
want to do that with my debut album, the one that I did everything on. Like, I kind of want to like do it. I don't know. I guess when it comes up to like 10 years, I think I'll probably do it where I re-record it, all of those songs that I've played 1,000 times since then with other people that play all those parts, and like do like a live thing. I think that would be cool. So
Yeah.
that's
First album,
yeah.
but better.
Yeah, exactly. First album with other people, but better. Yeah, because I say like even like the singing stuff, like like there's a confidence in your voice when you've sang something literally like 300 times.
Yeah.
In front of people 300-500 times or whatever.
Well, it's muscle memory.
Yeah,
that,
it
like,
is, and it's just like you can just and the way that things will like evolve like musically too. It's just I mean, my dumb drum beats, and then have Jeff come in and he's like, tossing everything else back in there. Just like it will evolve, and it does definitely shape everything a lot differently with people.
Collaboration.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna record later, and little do you know that I'm gonna take all these parts and form an album.
Do it.
Then we're gonna go on tour with like 100 live stream guests.
Do it.
Because you guys don't have lives or anything.
You should have
Surprise
start
tour.
You should start a music festival with all of the guests that you've had.
Ooh.
That
Every
could
6
actually be
months.
cool.
Put it on at some venue. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, what venue?
Not the ones that I don't play at.
I was about to was trying to squeeze it out of
There
you.
you
Which
go.
ones should we not play at?
Yeah, let's have a list of places to not play.
Asheville, I mean, the scene is gigantic. I mean,
It's true.
there are too many things to choose to go to every night.
Yeah. Western North Carolina in general, like
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of places to play around here.
Yeah, and how far out are you guys playing shows? Because I know you guys are doing like Morganton.
You guys played in
are-
Atlanta recently, right?
We did, yeah. We did a little.
How'd you like that traffic?
It was hilarious because we met one of the bands we were playing with right beside us in traffic, and they saw us in the van that we take when we go on our little tours, and they're like, "Hey, are you guys in a big red van?" Like, yeah, and they're just waving at them.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's fun. Yeah.
I'm trying to get back out just regionally in general. Just pre-pandemic, I was making it out to Charleston, Roanoke.
Yeah, we played in
Over-
Charleston.
I've
in
played in
Athens.
Atlanta, yeah. Knoxville a couple times, Johnson City.
We're playing in Greenville tomorrow.
Nice. Where at?
The Velo Fellow.
Yeah, that's a cool spot.
That place is
place is
so
cool.
dope.
I've played over there a couple times.
Like recently with their big room now.
Yeah, that big back room.
Yeah.
It's cool.
We're super excited about that.
What's a bellow fellow?
Velo Fellow.
Same question though. What's a bellow?
I don't know.
It
They got a
rhymes
bunch
with
of
fellow.
bicycle things, like
Right.
old timey bicycles around there.
It's a bar, it's a restaurant too, I guess, down there. And they there's a huge back room, almost like moth light standing room size.
Man, I miss
Nice.
the Moth.
Yeah,
Light.
what a great
I
venue.
know. We played Different World and like 2-3 weeks ago.
Still haven't been there.
It was fun.
Is that what Mothlight is now?
It's not the Mothlight though. There's no stage, and like
There's no stage?
yeah, they took the stage out.
How do you take a stage out?
Is it at the same
It's
place?
the same place.
Oh, but they took the stage out?
Stage is not there.
Weird. Yeah,
That's
really
the weirdest
weird
thing I've
choice.
ever heard.
Well, I
Who would buy a music venue and then be like, take that stage out, but we're still a music venue?
I don't know. I think it's because they're not just it's like an art collective thing. And so maybe they didn't know exactly what they wanted to do. You could keep a stage in and do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we had a good time.
That's good.
It was a great turnout, and it was like a Sunday night.
Nice.
4-band bill. Like, you don't usually get a lot of people. Yeah. But
Yeah.
It's heating up. I mean, this is the year where everybody's like, I don't know, I'm chomping at the bit to be out and about.
Yeah.
But also, I like not going out. It's do you guys go out and see music very often?
Every now and then. Yeah.
when I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. When I can. I think we're going out this Friday. Go see Double Love and the Trouble.
Okay.
They're playing Friday at the brewery at
That brewery,
New
yeah.
Belgium.
Yeah.
At that
that's
brewery.
right.
The
Yeah.
brewery. The old
500,
Asheville
538 different breweries around here.
Do you think we still have the most breweries per capita of any city? Because I think we set that record at some point.
Yeah, I'm
Probably.
sure. Yeah.
But there's only one that's the best. It's Wicked Weed, right?
Sure.
Ew. What?
That's where I work.
Oh, you work there? Oh, sorry. It's a cool spot. I've tried that beer. I can't get into it. I don't know.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Couple of them.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't care. I barely bring it home anymore.
Yeah, free beer. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Free Wicked
Sneak
Weed.
up on you.
Yeah. There are great breweries. Not Wicked Weed's not a great venue though. The downtown one.
I played a gig out there once.
Did you?
At the Funkatorium?
Yeah, the Funkatorium's
The Funkatorium was cool. I
Yeah.
thought they stopped doing live music though.
They just don't do it that much.
Oh yeah.
Like I want to say the last thing that, like, it's
Did they
mainly
take the
like
stage out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I think maybe the stage
These
is
people
like,
take these stages
portable.
out, man.
or maybe it's on rollers or
Yeah.
something. Because like I've been over there to do work,
Yeah.
and like I swear I've never seen a stage.
Wow.
But then I see these pictures,
Yeah.
and yeah, they had a big Halloween show. And like stage was pretty big.
It'd be great if they had like stage removers. If there was like a company that only did taking stages out of old venues.
What do you do with all the stages?
I don't
then?
know. That would be the question. You just put them in another place.
You
maybe.
sell them to
sell them to a new
newer
venue.
venues who don't have stages.
We just cut this one up yesterday. Put them back together. It's a nail gun.
Then they're no longer just stage removers though.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
You
You'd
just
have
call
a
them
separate company.
You just call them stage movers.
Yeah.
Right.
Stage movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've learned a lot today.
Yeah.
That's right. We're really getting to the bottom of it.
I really like the armrest over here.
Oh, good.
This is so comfy.
You guys feeling cozy? Is there anything I can do for you? Any hospitality
great.
I can
I
offer?
feel great.
I had 4 people back here, and somebody was on the stool, and somebody was sitting in front of the. Everybody was
Okay.
really cozy. Yeah, a Sun Goblin recently. I'd love to
Nice.
have more bands on to play. But then that sort of defeats the purpose of me creating
Right.
a space for myself to jam
I mean, you could
and
just
make noise.
tell them we're not gonna play your songs.
I'm gonna ruin all
We're-
of your songs by playing trumpet over them.
What?
Yeah, it was fun to have 4, like, everybody crammed in and trying to talk over each other. It's
Nice.
chaos. Yeah. Are there other questions I should be asking you guys?
Are there any questions we should be asking you?
That's right. This is a 2-way street.
3-way street.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't gonna ask you a question, so it's a 2-way street.
What was the strangest thing you saw in Japan?
You know, I was hiking to this waterfall, and I got off the train like a stop early, and so I was pretty lost, and I was walking through this town,
And I was like just in some small town outside of Osaka. And I walked and I, asked like a person every now and then, like 2 people in total, like, am I going the right way to this waterfall? And they were like, yeah, you're going, And so I continued, but I still just felt like I was in this town. Anyways, that really has nothing to do with the weird thing that I saw. I eventually made it to the waterfall. And then on my way back, this guy passed me and he had an owl on his head. And he seemed totally unfazed, almost as if he didn't know that he had an owl on his head. And I had been traveling
like a full blown owl,
or
like a cute little
owl,
one?
like a huge, like a neck strength was needed. Sort of like I was worried about the talons maybe digging into his head. I wasn't worried.
So
I was
it was
mostly
like, where was he
baffled.
perched on this guy?
Head.
Like on his head.
On his
like
head.
Did he have a
skull.
hat on?
He
Yeah.
did have a hat.
Okay.
Okay.
Some
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of cushioning.
There was a hat, but he was just cruising along. He might have been a monk. There were some temples around.
Did
but
he look monk-like?
He looked monk.
Was he in drab
The
clothing?
fashion in general is a little different, so
Yeah.
I don't want to make any assumptions about
Yeah.
his status as monk. But he could
But
have.
he had a hat on.
Been.
That's not. That doesn't seem monk-like,
No, not really.
right?
It should have been a bald head with like the talons, just blood
bleeding
leaking out.
out. That'd be a really like metal like album cover.
It's true. Yeah,
Monk walking with like an owl, just blood all over his face.
it was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty.
Patent pending.
I felt as though it was like, have you guys ever had that moment? Like when you're standing still and then like a big bus or something outside of the window like starts to move and you're like, is this building moving? Had those moments where like your world sort of turns inside out.
Yeah.
I had that moment like, is this real life right now? Or am I about to like wake up? And then of course my
pretty
second
wild.
thought
That's pretty
as
weird.
a tourist was like, I should probably take a picture of this. But then it felt really weird to just whip out a phone and take a picture of a guy.
You gotta be coy about it. You gotta be like, oh, I'm gonna check something, and bam. And then,
I bet the owl would have like swooped in,
Ooh.
taken your photo.
Yeah, I hesitated too long. I didn't get a picture. But then the next tourist that I saw, I said, oh my God, did you see this guy with an owl on his head? Like, am I imagining things?
They were like, no, sir. Please stop drinking.
And then
Why
I
are
woke-
you naked?
Then I woke up. It was crazy. No, but they had pictures. So
That's crazy.
yeah, you can check out my Facebook for. I didn't take that picture. I want to.
Owl
One
guy.
reason I'm telling this story is because I want to broadcast. I wasn't rude enough to just like
okay.
take a picture of this guy walking by. But that was pretty weird. I don't know if that's Japan specific.
I don't
That
know.
was
There's
just
a guy
weird
at
thing.
the Merriman Ingalls who comes in with a parrot like once a month.
Okay. Is it a big parrot?
It's a normal size parrot.
Not okay.
I don't have another parrot to compare it to.
Compare it. Parrots can live for a long time, like 200 years.
I don't think you can live for
That's
that's,
insane.
that's not right.
That's
They do live
insane.
for a long time. It's definitely not 200 years. I think you're
Pretty
confusing
sure I
them with
heard
like
of one.
I think
or
you're
maybe a
confusing them with
tortoise.
tortoises. Yeah. Yeah.
It's an easy mistake.
Yeah.
I think I saw
They
one
look
of
they
those.
look alike.
Saw one of those videos of a tortoise being friends with a parrot. Might have mixed them up.
Probably.
Yeah. What about you guys? What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen?
Oh,
Ever?
man.
Ever. Or maybe in Asheville. This is Asheville 8 Note. Oh yeah, and you can listen to it as a podcast. And
Are you doing these as podcasts now?
these are podcasts
No,
now.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that. You're really hitting everything all at once, aren't you?
trying to get it out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
you go.
whatever this is, it's
What's
sort
the
of
weirdest
like a
thing. What's the weirdest thing?
performance art piece.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty weird things around here. I don't know.
I know it's hard to remember when there's
Yeah.
so much.
I went to a party at this place one time, and there was like an apothecary, and I found like a jar with a bunch of dead black widows in it.
Nope.
Ugh.
And I was like, how
Nope.
do you collect them? It was weird. Yeah. I found that
Sounds
to be
pretty
weird.
Yeah.
How long did you stay at that party?
I don't remember.
He bought the house.
We're still there.
Black widows, man.
Welcome.
All these black widows are right there. Let them fall. You should get like Eric Andre on some of these.
Yeah, I'll
Just
reach
like
out.
start doing like really weird things. See how people react.
That would be cool. Yeah, I would like more performance art stuff.
Yeah.
I do have some of these where I think people like Zach Downs of Dino Birds. We have like an improv duo with some EPs out, and he'll come on and we can do that really fun alternative comedy thing where you try to talk about the most boring thing possible and try to keep it like very, very low key. And I enjoy that kind of humor, like comedy bang bang sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
That's my biggest influence for this music show.
It's comedy
Scott
bang bang.
Aukerman. Yeah. Love that guy. All those questions are superb. I can't match that. I'm not really holding your guys' feet to the fire all that much today.
I once went to a
You
party.
guys called me on BS on me like that for the parrot.
I once went to a party and this guy worked as an EMT and it was his birthday. And he got extremely intoxicated, drank a ton. And he's like, well, time for me to sober up. And he pulls out a bag, pulls out the little thing, and then does this. Pops it right in there, and he's got the little IV drip and sobers up. It's a bag of saline.
Goodness.
He's just sitting here walking around, and it's 15 minutes later, whatever, 20 minutes later, he was back to drinking.
Just hit the vein on round one.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, because most of us, like, I don't know if you guys were, they're not good at it. Most people are not good at it, but he was just like, he had done this before.
Or maybe
For sure.
he's only good at it when when his eyes are like this.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Right.
That's true, too.
Like a drunk savant.
Yeah.
Like,
God. Yeah, it was great. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it was wild.
it's pretty weird.
I
It's
don't
your
know.
turn. You're on the spot.
I can't.
I mean, in all these punk shows, is like nothing getting too crazy. Like,
Oh, okay.
I saw a great punk show in Japan and like saw crowd surfing for the first like time in a like real like I don't know. I don't see that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't go to those shows very often.
Well,
Or it
even
doesn't
if
happen
those
here.
shows were like, it should happen. You don't see it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I want
like,
more crowd surfing,
well,
please.
SnakeSnakeWhale played a show, and we had a band on, and they were a lot younger, like maybe just graduated high school, and invited. I've never seen Fleetwood's that packed before. Like,
Okay.
it was insane, but they're all like high school kids, so it's real weird
Yeah.
and awkward. And you see like all like the other two bands and like all our buddies just hanging out in the bar, and they ran out of water. But then like they were the crowd was crowd surfing.
Nice.
Great.
There was this
yeah.
chick who like got up and like reached up and pulled the giant disco ball from the ceiling.
Whoa. Okay. Just tore it down.
Just tore it down.
Did they beach ball it, or did it immediately sort of
No, she ran up and put it on the bar.
get right? Like,
Sorry.
yeah.
It fell. It didn't fall.
I saw
Caught
like with the crowd surfers. Like, first of all, each member of the band crowd surfed at some point, and they held up the guitar wire so the guitarist could like be crowd surfing.
Not wireless.
Not wired. Yeah, totally
Come on,
wired.
Japan.
Was this the kaiju?
This was at Fandango.
Okay.
I don't know. In Psycho.
Were you buy movie tickets?
I know. Yeah,
Sorry.
it was basically
Movie
that.
tickets
It
and
was
crowd
this band.
surfing.
Gaga Gasp.
Oh,
They were, yeah. I showed up for the first band called Otoboke Beaver, and they were great, and everybody was like sort of like rocking out, and I somehow had walked like right in front of the speaker, which is never a great place to be if you care about your hearing.
What?
Yeah, and then so I moved right into the middle for the second band. I was like, this is perfect, and then everybody was there to see the second band and went crazy.
Nice.
And a lot of crowd surfing, and saw that phenomenon of like somebody crowd surfing and they're getting to the edge, and they're about to fall, and I'm like, oh, they're definitely gonna fall, and somebody like sees that as well and like runs from the back and just slams their body into the crowd surfer's body to like send them the other way, and then calmly walks off, nodding their head and like patting themselves on the back, like, yeah,
Nice.
I did it.
They're the local guitarist. She plays in Here's a Discord, Amy Oliver, but she also plays in this band, the Kaiju. I don't know where they're from. Maybe California, but They shred. It's instrumental, super fast, crazy surf music, and they do that. They like, they climb on everything, and like eventually, like someone is lifting up the drum set, and the dude is just playing like not the kick drum, but like the snare and floor tom and like cymbals, and then they go on their van and light all their guitars on fire. It's so much fun.
That's
they don't have
great.
masks on.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. If you guys could do any stage antics like that, like, do you have a dream of like what you'd want to do, like a upside down drums or fireworks out of the end of your guitar?
I mean, some pyrotechnics would be cool.
Sure.
You know.
I don't need to go upside down. I could, but I don't know. It seems super complicated.
They just strap you in and then you fight gravity half the time. So
yeah,
you get to
I'm kind of
practice
limited.
once.
yeah, but that would be so hard to like play drums like that.
Yeah, you get something. I feel like you have to practice.
Yeah, you gotta like just like flip me upside down every 5 minutes and let me just like do this.
Well, even like your cymbals are gonna hit different.
Yeah, because they're like they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Like it all slightly moves up. Like that would be insane.
Yeah, do the cymbals on when you see that, are the cymbals? I've never like looked and noticed.
I've never looked, but I just thought of it now. I was like, I don't think
Because there's only ever been like what Tommy Lee and Travis Barker that have done that successfully.
Yeah.
I like to see it when it doesn't happen successfully. Well, the hydraulics are stuck. Sorry, Travis. He'd probably be all right. I think Tommy Lee would die. Like, yeah.
Sounds like a Spinal Tap.
Yeah,
thing.
for sure.
We
Yeah.
lost the drummer. Tried to get him to go upside down.
He gets stuck there.
All right. I think we're coming up on the time for the break. Do you guys have anything coming up that you want to plug or anything that we forgot to talk about? Dangling threads. You want to talk about your spirituality in terms of music, or what
If you're gonna play music, mean it and have fun doing it.
there's some wisdom. That's
Life is short. So if you're going to play music, play it to the best of your abilities and mean every bit of it. Because if you don't do that when you're performing, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it so that you're
Bring
happy
it.
at the end of the day.
Yep.
And do it with people that you love.
That
As
is
much as you
super
can.
important.
Yep.
Sometimes it's not going to happen. But,
And be professional.
yeah.
When
Be
Yeah,
professional.
perfect. Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Show up to the gig, play the gig, but like, yeah, like all that other stuff. It's more important.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Nice.
I've got music coming out in the next couple of, probably next 2 months. Got a 5-song EP coming out and some videos and I don't know, a bunch of shows coming up June, July, and August.
Look for it. You're pretty busy, like pretty what's the word?
That was a long
I gave up on it there. Your social media game is on point, so if people follow,
Thanks, man. I feel like it's not, but thanks.
well, I see you on there, so
Thank you.
yeah. And then same for your bands, which are like, you guys doing anything coming up locally? 27 Club's coming up, right? Or did you guys just do that?
No, that is coming up. Yeah, so for Fantomex, we're playing in Greenville tomorrow at the Velo Fellow, and then we're playing in Morganton in the parking lot behind Homer's. It's a lot of fun. It's like the only place to play.
In the parking lot behind Homer's.
Yeah, but it's great. It's surrounded by, it's not even a parking lot. I don't know. It's an alley. It's a big parking alley. But like the acoustics are great because it's just surrounded by buildings. It's a large square. We love playing there. And then we're playing Asheville again on the 20th. And that'll be the last time we're playing until October-ish. SnakeSnakeWhale has a gig on the 17th at 27 Club. And same thing there. Because I'm having a kid in a month.
Yeah,
And I'm
congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Hey.
Get ready.
Yeah. And I'm taking a long break.
20 fingers and 20 toes.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Smart.
10 and 10.
I had this lady before our firstborn emerged. I was giving her son drum lessons, and she was like, "Just make sure, check for a butthole." I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Yeah, that happens sometimes." And then she didn't really talk about it much more. But
So we're getting all sorts of
Okay.
wisdom here.
yeah,
All right.
just saying, man. Like that's a thing. I don't know. Apparently, that's a thing that happens every now and then. So
Do you have a little baby-sized drum set ready to go,
yeah,
like for the crib?
No,
for the crib.
that'd be so annoying.
Yeah, you're
They
right.
don't have motor skills.
You just hear.
Come on.
Nothing.
Give me those sticks like this.
No, I don't even have a. Currently, I don't have my drum set up at all because right now we're renovating our house because we just had the one guest room. We lived there for almost 8 years, and it was the music room and the study and the guest bed and the computer and everything is in there. And then baby's coming. That's there. So
Yep.
built an extra room downstairs for the guest room. And then I have a really big shed in the backyard, and I'm turning like 2/3 of that into a studio.
Nice.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna at least get some of that done while I'm on paternity leave.
Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah,
Yeah.
Godspeed. Do you? Oh man, I mean that would have been a goldmine of stuff to talk about. How are you going to soundproof it? What goes into making a
So you
studio?
sound-
Also, I
Soundproof,
have a bunch of soundproof stuff if you need that.
Well, wait, I want to talk about that.
The my brother-in-law is a music producer in Morganton. He did the first Fantomex album, and I was talking to him last weekend, and he said the best soundproofing to not get sound to go out and piss off your neighbors is I think it's called green glue.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have a ton of that.
yeah. Oh, cool.
If you want it.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
please.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you just like sheetrock, green glue, sheetrock. And then like
Okay.
Isaac Fantomex guitarist works for a recycling company in Morganton. Actually, he owns the recycling company in Morganton. But he's got so much foam. We're just gonna like
Nice.
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, perfect. Green. I actually have never heard of that green glue.
Yeah.
So that's pretty clutch. That's
Yeah.
cool.
That definitely works.
Cool. And foam. Foam sort of helps. I mean, I've got all these diffusers up, but it depends what kind of foam it is. If it's absorbent enough.
We're just
Right.
I mean, even
That's
when
more for like treating the room
yeah,
opposed
just
to
to
like
get like
actual isolation. And then like if you get the door stuff, the next thing I have to do in my studio is get the little door flappy thing. And whenever you close it, it like seals up the door so like sound isn't escaping through like the door.
if everyone's quiet, you can hear it go.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes a weird, really weird, like, it sounds like a gun cocking is what it sounds like whenever it, like, you know. But, yeah, and I built a bunch of the bigger ones in my studio. I don't know.
Bigger sound absorbers.
Yeah.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
The big.
Like a
those
bunch of
guys.
towels stretched over a thing.
Yeah, it's definitely not towels. It's it's like
Pardon me?
it's burlap. It's like I used black burlap, but you can use like any fabric over top of it. But it's
Including
that,
towels.
You could use towels, yes.
You could-
Thank you.
Yes.
You can get like discarded denim is a good like real cheap thing to like fill that into.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're building sound panels with burlap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got the 2 windows over there, and so I'll hear like birds chirping, or especially
Yeah,
neighbors
I had to
mowing their
put-
lawn.
I built one for my window because it like kind of has like a little spot. And I like put it in there when I'm recording.
Does that work?
Yeah, for sure.
Ah, nice. So yeah, I want to talk to you more about that
Yeah, man.
off air. Too bad for everybody else. Now I just saw this button on here that says black, and I have been the button to pause the stream is over there, and so we've just been skirting off on camera. But I think I'm gonna hit this black button and
see what
if it
happens.
fades to black. But Instagram will still see us, and if you're watching on Instagram, I'm gonna turn that off. I think that works for the chat, but you just missed a whole lot of awesome camera angle switching this entire time. And if you're watching this anywhere, you should probably check out YouTube to look for past episodes. because I take them down after they're live and edit them and mix them and put them back up, a little bit cleaner versions, much better musical mixes than you're about to hear. But what they're about to hear is going to be clean. It's going to be good too. And
come back next week. It'll sound way better.
Well, check these out perpetually. This is Asheville 8-Note. I'm Sam Irvin, Andrew Thelston, Edwin Mericle. Thanks for coming on. And we will be back in a few minutes to jam.
Woo.
All right. And fade to black, perhaps.
Is it working?
How do we know?
Well, it's a little bit like delayed, so.
Hey, that's a quick fade.
That's true. They can still hear us.
Good.
You can still hear us, right? What should I be plugging? I need to make a Patreon. Oh yeah, check out the Patreon. I haven't made yet. If you're watching this in the future.
one?
No, it didn't fall that time. But the crash was hitting the stand here.
Oh,
That might have been it.
that could have been it. You whacking it just back, inch by inch. Each drummer comes in and changes everything. Did you level this out a little bit?
This one I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to show some love to the camera there.
It's right there. Might as well.
Yeah. Felt like we were gonna fly away on a Pegasus.
Oh, yeah. I like those key changes, man. You're keeping me on my toes with all that.
I'm trying. I know. I threw out some E flat earlier.
I liked it. Good.
Where's your one?
outer space that first time.
That was killer.
So killer. Yeah, that was really fun.
It was really fun.
It's gonna be hard to catch a camera because they're changing.
So sweaty.